Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Illusion of Gaia. Alright, we've gotten this guy to show up. He lifted the strange teapot. You found a red jewel. Is it this guy here? It is that guy there. Alright, so before we do anything else, I believe that we can... So we only have a limited number of slots. Also, you can see our condition. Will's condition. Use attack button for explanation of dark power. Style Will, apparently. 8 hit points, DP 8, S 0, Strength 1, Defense 0. It's great. Rearrange items, discard items. We've got red jewels. Trade for goods in town. Equipped. Erase the red jewel. Red jewels fly to jeweler gems in a single ray of light. So basically, anytime you get one of these, you just want to do this. Oops. It's a little complicated, but at least you don't have to get rid of them, because there's a limited number of items in the game. The game does let you get rid of story-related items that you no longer need, which is nice. Alright, since we got that... Let's go talk to you. I'm the Jeweler Gem. I control the 7 Seas. I'm holding 3 of the red jewels for you. You've collected more than 3 red jewels. According to the list, you get the herb. You received the herb. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we have an herb restores strength. So that is a healing item. There are only 12 in the game, so you do not want to use those. I'm not equipped, which is good. Alright, so let's zip through the dialogue. You might still be able to get this guy later, but I figured I'd wait until... Didn't rush in all that fast. Alright, let's just skip through all the dialogue and get back to where we were. I wonder if I screwed this up. Can I push it back the other way? No. Draw to you by spinning the flute around like a baton. I may have screwed this up. Okay, there we go. And we get to pick a card. I'll pick a different card this time. It'll be Schrodinger's Ace of Diamonds. Alright. If only I could do that. Alright, now we can go. And it is, in fact, this guy over here who fished that up. Alright, now we can go home. We got all of the red gems here, jewels. Why is there a pig in my house? Oink, oink. This is a very strong pig, too. Pushing us away like that. Alright, let's go talk to our grandparents. And finally find out what the scream is all about. No! A scream from downstairs. It's that girl screaming. Princess, we've been looking for you. Or I've been looking for you. Not this other guy. This other guy hasn't been looking for you. He's been slacking off all the time. It's very rude. I really don't like him. I don't know why they sent him along with me.
I don't know you. Be gone.
What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head?
How would I know about that? What do I care if you lose your head?
Wow. Very callous. Princess, do you think I have nothing better to do than chase you down?
Well, I mean, if you had something better to do than chase me down, then you'd probably be doing it, so,
I must take you home. It's the king's orders. Wow, just dragging her like that.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm King Edward's daughter, Kara. Will, I feel as though we've met before, as if we were good friends.
That's weird. Just casually move over to the table, huh? And the happy music starts playing again. So that girl likes to play practical jokes. Grandpa, she literally got dragged off. You're not going to say anything about that?
Edward Castle, there's a big viaduct under the castle. Your grandfather designed it.
Wow. Alright.
What? Really?
I used to be an architect. Then I took an arrow to the knee. How did that stop you from being an architect? You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure why I stopped. There's a prison under the castle. It's built like a maze to keep the prisoners from escaping. Ah, so it's a dungeon that I, as the protagonist, will have to maneuver through. I feel bad that I built a prison where people disappear and are never heard from again. Yeah, you really should feel bad about that. You should probably do something about that, too. Yeah, but I'm not going to do anything about it.
Enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. I've made a delicious pie. Let's sit at the table upstairs rather than this one that will remind us of poor Princess Kara being dragged off by those cruel, cruel guards to who knows what fate.
Okay. We sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. Excuse me? I only got one piece, but Grandpa Bill ate half the pie. I think it's time for a revolution here in this house. That night, Will dreamed that Kara and he took a trip around the world. Oh. Sorry, missed that text. I didn't really even click. Press a button. I had more snail pie for breakfast. I left you a slice. How much pie was there? How many slices were there?
Good morning, Will. A letter has come for you from King Edward.
This is what is written in the letter. Bring the crystal ring from Ullman's Things to Edward Castle, King Edward.
I've been in a bad mood ever since I saw this letter. Oh, Will, I'll teach you a spell. When I'm upset, humming this tune makes me feel better.
Lola hummed a strange melody. That's pretty. Even though Will had never heard it before, it seemed oddly familiar. You've learned Lola's melody. Thanks, Grandma. Melody learned from Lola. He softly played the melody he had learned from Lola, but nothing happened. Alright, everyone's doing the exact same thing today that they were doing yesterday, which is not the least bit creepy. Not the least bit creepy. Okay, you guys are probably doing the same thing then. Yep, yep. Yeah, you guys are still staring at the wall. You moved. Even if I move to another place, I can't pull it up. I think you might indicate a problem with you, sir. You're gonna win again for sure. It's a day off from school. Let's have some fun.
If I could only do that.
What, you mean this? So where the heck do I get this crystal ring, Grandma? A crystal ring? Never heard of it. There was nothing like that in the luggage your father Ullman left behind. Maybe we could go to Edward Castle. We could see the princess.
Be careful.
Well, if we don't have the ring, I guess we'll just go to the castle and let him know. Grandpa, you're not coming? King Edward has summoned you to the castle? Well, just be careful. I'll break the rules this one time. Oh, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of handy that I don't actually need to wander through a monster-filled map area. All right, let's go to Edward's Castle. Oh, look at that, Mode 7. Edward's Castle. Hi. This is King Edward's castle. I must report this intrusion. I'm a little kid coming in to the castle. Will shows the letter to the guard. A guest of the king? I'm sorry. You may pass. Well, good. Can't look at that. What do we got over here? Got stairs up and down. There's something, supposed to be something behind here. Maybe it's this one. Oh!
In exchange, I will give you 1 red jewel. Don't raise your voice and mind your manners.
Yeah, I got one. Alright. He raised the red jewel. Red jewels fly to jeweler gems in a single ray of light. Yeah, sorry, sometimes it's just like the text pops up and especially if you're like trying to click on something that's hidden. As in the case right there. This is the underground prison. Innocent people can't enter. Well, I mean, I guess that's an odd way of doing it. I mean, you know, what happens if you need to release someone because they've served out their time? Like, are they not allowed to be let out because you can only send a guilty person to go release them? Is that what's going on? Because that seems weird. I don't know. I don't get it.
So your will, you were summoned by King Edward? Be careful when you meet with him.
I love you.
Well, he's shy. I'm glad that somewhere in the world there is someone who is thinking of me.
Yeah, that somewhere in the world is, like, right next to you. This is the princess's room. Strangers can't enter.
Who is it? A guest?
This is just a shabby boy. Shabby? Shabby? It's me, Kara.
Oh, that voice. Okay, throw him in the dungeon. I mean, let him in, or I'll tell everyone your old nickname.
Oh, pardon me. Please enter. Wow.
You, yesterday.
I was told to bring the crystal ring to King Edward.
Terrible, it's terrible. Again, my father is trying to take something important from someone.
Well, it's okay. We don't actually have it.
I've escaped from the castle before. Now they won't let me go out. Recently, something very strange has happened in the castle. My mother has hired a famous hunter. It's ominous.
Princess, let's go.
I feel scared. My father and mother seem to have changed.
Oh, yeah, I've played games like this before. Yeah, they probably have.
Please save me. Please take me out of here. Please.
Princess.
Please come back, Will.
First, can I search through your drawers? No.
Please come back, Will.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. So what was this old nickname? Your business is finished. Get out! Now! Wow. I ran automatically. Alright, fine. Be that way. Very rude. This part of the game layout is very different from the Soul Blazer, that's for sure.
Recently, a hunter was hired. I wonder what the king is thinking.
A hunter? I feel like this hunter is supposed to have some kind of different connotation than I think of. This is King Edward's castle. Go to the second floor if you want to meet King Edward. Which of you is Graham? Are any of you Graham? The interview room is before you. Climb the stairs to meet the king. Interview room? That's an interesting way of putting it. So you are Will. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Let's go see King Edward. If you want to see the king, keep your wits about you. What if I don't want to see the king? If you want to see the king, keep your wits about you. Yo! Sup?
The king sent you the letter. Talk to him.
Edwina and Edward, huh? Yo, Will, you look so shabby. Well, did you bring the crystal ring? No. I couldn't. We don't have it. Dad probably still has it wherever he is. How dare you say such a thing to me? Guards, throw this impudent weasel in prison. I'm a Wolverine, thank you. Then go to Will's house and find the ring. Yes, sir. Can I not run? Ma'am, save me!
Did you say ma'am?
Wow. Well, I'm in prison now. I'm in prison. Seems kind of bad. Well, I guess here we'll just be rotting till we die. It's a sad, sad thing that has happened, but just gonna rot away here in prison. There's nothing I can do. I wonder why I have to suffer so. I wonder what will become of me now. Anyway, I have to think of a way to get out of here. Someone was chained to this ball. Miss Moss has seen thousands of prisoners come and go. Thousands? Thousands? Excuse me? There's like barely a dozen people in town. Those prisoners must have been encouraged by any sign of life. I don't know about that. It's a very odd little setup here. I'm wondering if there is something inside there. I don't see anything, though. It's locked. You're not equipped. What if I equip the melody? He softly played the melody he had learned from Lola, but nothing happened. Nope. A soldier's whisper came from a hole in the ceiling. It's today's ration of bread. Even Moss drinks water. We'll taste some of the bread. The bread is hard. It's the worst thing he's ever tasted. That's saying something. I think even hard bread wouldn't be the worst thing I've ever tasted. Looking at you pickles. Actually, no. Fried shrimp would probably be it. For some reason, he really misses Grandma Lola's creative cuisine. Yeah, boy, I wonder why that, for some reason, you miss tasty food after eating hard bread. Wonder why. Wonder why that would be. Nope. Oh, that's the Moss dialogue. Alright, can I... Oh, nope. Okay, I do not like dialogue in this game. A familiar voice speaks from the flute. Will, this is your father. Dad? You've turned into a flute? Father? You were a cute child, but now you've grown up and turned shabby. Isn't Grandma Lola's pie delicious? Sure, Dad. Where are you? I can't tell you now. I have something to ask of you. Listen. Well, sure, I'll listen. I want you to save me. I, too, was once held in the cell. Look at the left-hand wall. Oh. Where did that come from? This? Have you heard anything from Grandpa Bill? Grandpa? He was an architect. Your grandpa knows the secret of that stone. Secret? Starting now, you will encounter a terrible thing. Do I have to? Yes, you do, son. Pick up the stone your enemy left. The power of the crystal is contained there. That power will prove to be your ally. You must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find the mystic statues. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. Will, no time, quickly. First to the Incan ruins. The flute's voice fades and disappears. I think I might be hallucinating. Wink, wink. Yeah, I'm definitely hallucinating. I think that bread may have had ergotism. It's locked. Piggy? I wonder if this is Kara's pig. Well, look, there's a letter and a key tied to its tail. The letter read,
Sorry to hear that you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done, but hear what I have to say. I, too, am a prisoner, in a prison of silk and gold.
Well, I mean, given the state of the prison I'm in right now, I'd much rather be in that prison.
But tonight I will leave the castle forever. You also will be free, Kara.
You have the key. Do I really have the key? I always want start to be the menu. Alright. Prison key. Edward Castle prison key. As he turns the prison key, the steel door opens with a dull sound. That was a pretty dull sound. I don't need anyone's help. I can get out by myself. Okay. Hey, dark space. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. Don't eat bread that has ergotism.
When you defeat all the enemies in an area, you will get a jewel that increases your abilities. Push the start button to see the locations of your enemies. Find the demons and defeat them. Record what's happened so far? Sure. Finished recording. Continue your journey? Sure. Then go. Get out of here! Okay, sorry, Gaia. But we have heard about the maze, and we will clearly have to get through that maze. I think we're on a map that doesn't have monsters, which is why I'm not getting anything when I press the start button. But when we come back next time, we're going to have to go through the maze and try to get out of this prison. See you next time, everyone.